Let's kick things off with the Supreme Court Justice who's accepted more gifts than Make-A-Wish kids, Clarence Thomas! So every day there's a new story about Thomas accepting lavish gifts from his rich-ass friends and not reporting any of it. And now Thomas is in more hot water because someone bought him a jacuzzi. I'm just kidding, it was an RV.
Clarence Thomas has been an RV evangelist for decades, traveling the country in a 40-foot luxury motor coach that he purchased in 1999 after borrowing more than $250,000 from a wealthy friend. But a new report from Democrats on the Senate Finance Committee alleges Thomas's friend forgave a substantial amount of that massive loan, and 9 years later, his friend forgave all the debt. The IRS considers debt forgiveness as a form of income, but Thomas never reported it on his financial disclosure forms, a likely violation of federal ethics rules. And he never reported it on his tax returns, potentially owing money to the IRS. His longtime friend Anthony Welters, who loaned him that money, he is defending this arrangement, saying, quote, "I loaned a friend money. We've all been on one side or the other of that equation."
No, we have not, okay? I've never had a friend just give me, I don't know, $250,000. Hell, last week I bummed a cigarette from my guy Tommy. He sent me a Venmo request. I do have a question for Clarence's rich friend. You want to hang sometime? Like, yo, let's catch a Knicks game. I got courtside seats and we paid for them. But low-key, I'm disappointed in Clarence. If you're gonna take a bribe, it should be extravagant, like gold bars and diamonds. This is depressing. You banned abortion because you want someone else to let you drive a bus? Also, they said that driving RVs is Clarence Thomas' favorite thing in the world. Look at my man's face. This is what Clarence Thomas looks like when he's happy. I'm enjoying this. Hooray. All right, let's move on to an issue plaguing America's schools: softness.
Data collected by the CDC finds roughly 14% of public schools say they deal with instances of bullying every day or at least once a week, although it may be lower in New York schools. According to a new study, New York ranks 39th out of 48 states for bullying prevalence in schools.
Damn. New York's not even #1 in bullying anymore? We invented bullying. Yo, how do we get so stuffed? Our state motto used to be, yo, I'm gonna see your ass at 3 o'clock. Yeah. Cover it. It's my last night, let's go. And we need bullies. Getting bullied motivates nerds to make billions of dollars. Listen, if Jeff Bezos had fun in high school, we still have to go to the strip mall to buy socks. And I know where some of you are going. This story's not funny. My kid got bullied. I mean, I can see where they get it from. Shit. And finally, let's talk about dating. Fellas, you got big plans this weekend? Taking a lady out on the first date? Guess what? No matter where you're going, it's already terrible.
A list of unacceptable places to take a woman on a first date is going viral on social media, and it's leaving men stumped on where else to go. On the list, Cheesecake Factory took #1, followed by the Olive Garden, Chipotle, and Chili's.
Agreed.
It ain't so. But other places mentioned include movies, the gym, coffee and ice cream dates, and a bar for drinks.
Absurd.
Clubs and hookah lounges also made the list.
Wait, that's every place. So you can't go to a bar, you can't go to a club, you can't invite a girl over to my boy's house while the 6 of us watch a movie on a MacBook while sharing one blunt? That's crazy. Now, I don't know how scientific this list is. It kind of looks like he just wrote it in his notes app. Also, some of these are really specific, like a bar just for drinks. So Shorty's like, I'll also get the calamari. The guy's like, just drinks! So tell me more about yourself. Yo, for more on this story, we go live to our senior dating correspondent, Ronny Chieng. A legend! Get up from the man! Ronny, my My guy, help me out here. Where do women like going on a first date?
Jesus, I'm glad you asked, okay? If there's one thing I know, it's how to charm women with my sweet f***ing personality. First dates are easy. You just gotta keep expectations low. Take them here, to the Sparrows at the Port Authority.
God damn, the Port Authority? At least go to the Sbarro's at Grand Central, dog.
No. Grand Central has a fancy clock, okay? A first date can't have a fancy anything. If you take her to a fancy restaurant, she'll be like, oh, wow, he must be able to pay rent. Believe me, you don't want that pressure, right? Just get her a cold slice of pizza next to a garbage can and a Parmesan shaker that has COVID on it. Let her know where the bar is. Low.
Okay, I see. That's economical. No drinks, no meals. All you're paying for is a slice, right?
No, you idiot. You're not listening, all right? If you buy her a slice, you're always gonna have to buy her a slice. And who am I, the pepperoni king? Right? On the first date, you show her what she's in for. That's why on my first date, I'm 30 minutes late, I zone out when she's talking, and if there's time, I start a secret family.
Okay, but what if she doesn't want to go to Sbarro's?
Okay, well then you meet at a 5-star restaurant, then you walk her to the nearest Sbarro's.
Okay, what if she's lactose intolerant?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, look, there's a bunch of options for bad first dates, okay? You could take her to a funeral. You could take her to the DMV. You could invite her to an argument with your ex. And if you really want to upset her, just take her to a Knicks game.